Good afternoon. I'm James Howard of the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, and I'm going to be providing my presentation on Ebola transmissibility in the 2018 to 2019 Kivu Ebola epidemic. Ebola is a viral hemorrhagic fever. Transmission occurs via bodily fluids. There's a mortality rate of approximately 50%, meaning that approximately 50% of all people who contract Ebola will die. This disease is limited to primates, including humans. There are 5 known strains of the virus. The first case is believed to have come from a wild animal. It was first identified in 1976 in Sudan. Periodic outbreaks have occurred in Ebola since, and in 2014 they were spread to the United States and Europe. This epidemic started on August 1st, 2018. It was continuing on through the end of 2019. It spread across the eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, beginning in Ituri, which is the green area on this map, and spread into North Kivu and South Kivu. As of November 30th, 2019, there were 3,195 confirmed cases, 2,205 confirmed dead from Ebola, and another 4 cases had spread into Uganda. For this, we're going to use a basic SIR model for analysis. The SIR model is a standard epidemiological model. It's a catenary model of progression, as you can see in the image below. There are 3 cells that this is based on. The first cell, S, is the susceptible cells, the base pool of all people who are available in the population. The I cell are those who are capable of infecting others. They have the disease and can transmit it. Finally, the R cell is those who are removed from the population, the base pool population. They can be removed either by recovery and having immunity, through acquired immunity through a vaccination, or because they've died and are no longer capable of transmitting the disease. As you can see here on the right of this slide, it takes place, these models described via these 3 basic differential equations. And then after these models have been estimated, we can calculate the R-nought value based on those parameters. The R-nought describes the basic reproduction number for any disease and corresponds to the number of people that an infected person is expected to infect themselves. So for instance, if disease has an R-nought value of say 3, a person who becomes ill can be expected to infect 3 more people. This number is important because if that number is greater than 1, a disease will continue spreading. If that number is below 1, the disease will not spread and will die out naturally. For this estimation, we use PMO of 5.66 as an optimization platform, the IPOpt 3.130 solver, and then we do some post-data processing in R361. We use the modified SI model provided by Hart in his book on PMO, which shows how to calculate these models. We add the R compartment, and I can make the PMO code available upon request. We make some basic assumptions. There are 10,000 people available in the initially susceptible pool. We also make 2 other basic assumptions: that the infectious period will be 21 days, and that people are not infectious until they are symptomatic. Using data from the Humanitarian Data Exchange, I have the daily case counts from August 3rd, 2018 through November 28th, 2019, so slightly more than a year. These are aggregated from Congolese Ministry of Health reports. The data was aggregated in the weekly case counts, and we can establish running sums of weekly cases over that period. We use a 3-week assumption of illness period. And as you can see on the plot here, we have weekly counts of how many people are considered infective at any given point. Based on this, we end up estimating an R-nought value of 2.017148. And this actually is a very reasonable estimate because we find that prior estimates from various sources range from 1.5 to 2.5. So landing right in the middle of that would be very, shows that this is a good analysis here, and that the Kivu epidemic is in line with prior epidemics of Ebola. Future directions would be we might want to expand this model to include the exposed compartment. This allows for transition from susceptible to exposed to infectious through removed. We could re-estimate this based on new data that has become available since then. And the big direction we might want to go in the future is doing a meta-analysis of all the estimates of infectiousness for Ebola to see if we can find what the true value is. Thank you very much for watching this presentation, and I hope your virtual JSM is as good as mine.